25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Cousins now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On second down, it's Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. To throw, Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. A toss to Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Switching gears for a second, Charles, this last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries, and then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch, not in a way that anyone really wants when you're talking about Brees and Roethlisberger due to injury, although I expect Brees to be back before this season is over and play. Eli, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he accept that role as the number 2? Will someone else in the league want Eli Manning to quarterback for them? But overall, think about who's still left out there. The Tom Brady's of the world. We're seeing a lot of his guys maybe start to transition.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down. Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for. but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on first down. Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 38 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Cousins. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a run with Cook. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. And Jennings has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
25.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. That bulldozing through multiple tackles. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Cousins now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Cousins the thrower. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Cousins now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Wilson. That's caught out right by Jennings. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big body.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Now the Vikings right now, they've got the passing game working. It's another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Cousins on target to Diggs. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now Cousins. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. The offense on third down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Vikings first down.
Easy.
Cousins to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. One last shot now for Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. Game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.